Hello, Google. This is Greg Gum, and I am the owner of Rihsi.com, and I am submitting an application to get my app verified. So I wanted to show you first. So we're on Rihsi.com, and it's a language learning site for tutors and students. And so they can come here to this site and register as a student or a tutor, and then tutors can make appointments and with those students. All right, so let's show you the process. So we're going to click the login button here, and notice that we're using Azure B2C login. So note that it says up here Rihsi, and then it says b2clogin.com, right? And that's part of Microsoft Azure, and that's set up. And also notice we also have sign in with Google as well. But for the moment, we're just going to sign in with Azure. So once we get signed in, it comes back over here to Rihsi.com, and it goes to the student dashboard. All right, so on the dashboard, we have a calendar, and as you can see right now, there's nothing on it. And so what we want to do, we want to be able to create an appointment and then have that appointment sync over to the user's Google Calendar. So to do that, they come over here to their profile, and they go over here to Calendar Sync, and they click this Authorize Calendar Sync with your Google Calendar, right? So they click on this, and it takes them over to sign in with Google, and we'll say yes. And it shows this screen because Google hasn't yet verified this app, which is what we're doing right now. So we say advanced and go to Rihsi.com, and it says, okay, Rihsi.com wants additional access to your Google account, right? And so then we're going to say continue. And then it gets approved, and we get our Google Auth token, which turns into an access token and a refresh token, and we're now successfully hooked up. So now when we come over here to my sessions and go over here to the calendar, as we can see, we have one here. So now the idea is if I create a new appointment over here for 1 hour session, and this is only a test, right? So the idea is that this appointment, after it gets created here, the back end will send a API request over to the Google Calendar API and insert that calendar or insert that event. So that's the only thing that the app is doing with the data. The app isn't like going over and looking at their calendar. They're just inserting that appointment so that they can easily see it on their Android device, because an appointment will show, okay, in 1 hour there's an appointment. That way they don't forget. All right, so I just wanted to show you all of that, and I wanted to show you the part about logging in as well, because one of the domains that is required for the Azure B2C to work is that domain that I showed you earlier, and it's not possible to actually verify that domain with the usual, DNS or text record, because it belongs to Microsoft, and there's no way to, get them to give me access to put a text file or something like that to be able to fully verify it. So I'm going to include that information in the text of the application, and I will include the link to the Microsoft documentation on that so that will go through smoothly. All right, thank you so much. Let me know if there's any questions.